What's up, everybody? I've been way too busy this week, of course, to cover all the drama that's going on in comics, and there's a lot of it, and a lot of new comic news that I really need to get to, and I'm aware of that. But yes, I've let this channel kind of slip for the last week. I went to a Star Trek convention last week on Thursday, and I had so much fun in Las Vegas. I just was busy, and then just didn't upload. And I actually got some people emailing me, "Are you okay? What's going on?" I'm like, I was just busy and hanging out and hanging out with people and meeting some friends and eating some great dinners and hanging out with my wife, and that's it. And I from Thursday to Sunday, I actually walked about like 16,000 steps a day, so I was getting pretty tired. And then crashed kind of Monday trying to catch back up. And then I started working. When you get to a convention like that, you want to work harder, believe it or not. And so I started writing a lot. I wrote the end of the new Ayla Rin book script this week and finished that up. So book 3 is now in the artist's hands and getting done. And then I actually did all the edits for my new sci-fi novel called The Soul Catcher, and I actually put together a nonfiction book called Churchianity, which is about modern American churches and just how they're causing things. So I'm working so hard here, and it's great to be a JDA fan because you get the most content out of anybody out here. We do so much work because I'm really all in on the arts, on the culture war, on all of this stuff, where these guys didn't want to put in the work, from Comics Matter with your boy Zack, who clearly he couldn't even get a book a year out, right? And to Ethan Van Sciver, who doesn't actually want to work, but just wants to live stream and collect super chats. These guys were asking to be the alternative, but this is the real spot where I'm a real artist and I'm actually doing the real thing here. And I'm glad you found me through this, whether it's through these videos that do this or some other way. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I appreciate you all for reading. What I've been developing lately, especially, is my comic Substack. What's been a big thing for me is I noticed the webcomic community is a lot healthier, and it's really about the art first. And I know it's pulling teeth to get these kind of anti-establishment folk actually caring about art. It's tough because the comic groups really are about Marvel and DC, and if you're not about Marvel and DC, they don't even care. And then the people who are anti-Marvel and DC are like, oh, we also don't even care about stuff. So it's we have to find this new audience that is actually going to care about the art. And I've been building that very, very nicely. Our Discord's growing. We're over 1,000 people big. This Substack's over 1,000 people strong. I've noticed that we've got 1,000 people in everything. My mailing list now is 6,000 people strong. My Fandom Pulse is over 5,000 people strong. It's growing really nicely. And it's because there are people who actually do want this. It's just few and far between. And you'll see in the comments, I'll get the complaints. Why are you talking about all this stuff? I wanted to see the Zack stuff. Well, if you wanted just that, you go follow your boy Zack. That's exactly what you wanted. You got what you wanted with that. This is the real deal where we're talking about art, guys, and we're building something real. So get on here, guys. I actually post Flying Sparks one page at a time. I forgot to yesterday. Sorry about that. But I'm doing this, and you get free comics because I want you to be reading these books, reading these stories, connecting with these characters while I post these every single day. And then when you want to come in and you feel like supporting and you want to get a paperback copy of the book, that's on my web store. You can go do that. That'd be great. If you want to subscribe here, that helps too. And I'm putting out a lot of exclusive content too. Like I said, I put out more content than pretty much everybody else. I work my tail off, and that's why these guys get so mad at me because obviously I'm the real deal and they're not. I did a full on, and people were saying it's kind of hard to read on Substack. So for paid subscribers, I put up the PDF of Flying Sparks digitally. It's also available on my web store if you just want to buy it. And then I did a commentary on issue 3 also, and I've been doing a commentary after every single issue to kind of show you the depth of the writing that's involved in this, because there's quite a bit on this. Now we're into issue 4. This is when Flying Sparks really starts to pick up and get good. And the thing is, of course, like many people, I was writing my first comics, and then I really dialed it in with my writing level right here, and I'm excited to share this with you. There's also exclusive comics on here, which is really cool. Astromancer right here is a great book. I've actually got a publisher talking about maybe bringing this into comic shops later too. Extrasensory, another great book, and they're only available on here and on my Subscribestar subscriptions. I do so many comics that I don't even print all of them. That's where we're at. It's crazy, but we actually care about comics here. We're comics first. Thank you. Sign up for this in the description below. Get on my newsletter, of course, and then get stuff in the online store. Help us keep going, guys, because this is where it's at with a lot of cool books coming down the pipeline. So your boy Zack got himself in a little bit of trouble this week. If you don't know about his channel, he's been collapsing at a regular rate. And I haven't done the sort of meter on how many subscribers he's lost. It looks like he's lost another couple hundred subscribers here recently, down to 90.3K, and very, very sad on that. But he tried to rebrand his channel about a month ago to be like, I'm just talking about comics now, just comics I like, because comics are good now. I'm going to do a video later today or tomorrow about a new DC comic, which shows comics are not good now. It's the same thing in the modern industry, but these guys are just on this right here, and he can't help himself. As much as he tried to, he deleted all of his videos. He deleted all of his community posts, which were just attacking other influencers and the like, and he's just very, very mad at the internet. It didn't last very long. So of course, he's been going at Clownfish TV pretty hard, Critical Drinker pretty hard, Heel versus Babyface pretty hard. It's just a big. You can see it over here. This was all about Sydney Sweeney and Fantastic Four. He was very upset about this. His last one a week ago, you can see he's not even doing very much content because I'm sure he's getting depressed about this stuff. I hope he's okay. I really do. But he's talking about unclench your fourth point of contact and enjoy this. This is Captain America comic book vet bros. Now this is what he's talking about here is Thinking Critical. Wes made a comment about how this is insulting to veterans and how it insulted veterans of the Afghan war specifically. And it did, very, very much so. Chip Zdarsky is a rabid leftist who puts his rabid leftist politics into everything. And it's weird. Your boy Zack, even going back in the day, was always like, Chip Zdarsky's the best. And even though Chip Zdarsky's voice that he hates Zack, that he hates you and me, that he doesn't want us reading our comics, your boy Zack's always just like, Zdarsky, yay. And this is kind of like the whole problem that we see, of course, with with what has happened with the original people who kind of got big in these spaces. They were never really all in on this stuff. They really just wanted to be with Marvel. And as you can see, girl power. The MCU turned Marvel movies into $1 billion success stories. So he's trying to gaslight all of you at this point as well, saying that these girl boss movies that everybody hated, that's been destroying the MCU, that people are not watching anymore, and they know that they've been turned off. And you see Disney going, there's superhero fatigue. You know that they're worried because they're not making the money they used to. Zack says it's totally fine. Things are great. Comics are good now. And this is kind of his message that's not relating anymore because these corporations are evil, guys. Disney hates you. All these companies hate you. It's not changed. People always tell me, it's like, oh, check out this absolute whatever, and I'm just like, I can't get invested in it. I was even trying to review them, and I just don't even want to keep up with it. I don't want to read it. I'm busy reading my old Epic collections, and I'm reading right now Sandman Mystery Theater. You guys remember that Vertigo title from Matt Wagner? And that one was like a very dark, edgy 90s pulp noir that was set in the 1940s. And so it had that 90s grittiness to it with pulp from the 40s, like kind of as a theme. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Some of the stories are good. They definitely go into the here's the lesbians like kind of thing. It's like proto woke. But for the most part, the storytelling's really, really good. And the pulp elements are good. The mysteries are good. I care about the Sandman character in that. And those books, it's just like, why read new stuff? These guys are hacks out here. Chip Zdarsky is not a good writer. Sorry, Zack. Neither are you, though. So that's where this is all wrong, and this is where he's going completely wrong. Now, this is not the main story right now. The main event, I'm setting it up for everybody who might have not seen this before. He is reading. I like this. This is the thing about Zack. Like, he does these solo review. I loved this back in the day, this solo character. And he did this review of this old character from an old comic book here. I love this. And, of course, it doesn't get the views, right? It doesn't get the views. This video will get more views than this solo review, which is sad. And everybody's like, oh, you don't do comic reviews. If you notice, I kind of did a mini review about Sandman Mystery Theater in the middle of this right now. The reason I do that is because if I did a Sandman Mystery Theater video, it would not get any views. So what's the point? Because my intention is to get you on my independent comics and seeing it. If you don't see it because of the algorithm, there's no reason for me to do the video. I'll read my comics in my own time, And you can, if you want that kind of thing, get on my Subscribestar or whatever and tell me, I would like you to review stuff on your Subscribestar, and I'll do it over there where it's not an algorithm-dominated thing, because that's how you're supposed to do things. But I do like this, and I like when he actually gets into this stuff. So, Zach, I'm constructive criticism here is what we do. But he went really far this week. And, of course, when you go to his community posts, here we are. He's Nerdrotic just called Alien Earth slop. I just did a review on my main channel. It'll be up today. And it is slop. And when you're a fan but you hate things for money, it just wasn't a good show, Zach. I wish it was. I mean, it would have been different. Here it is. Alien Earth is the new Furiosa for Zach. As a nonsensical drivel, the action gore was a nice distraction for mere moments. That's how I felt about it too. We were greeted with retarded personnel making the dumbest decisions, making me wish they would all become fodder for the xenomorphs. Yes, very funny stuff. And here we are. He's attacking more. This is his community tab as he goes through. Now, there was one where, as much as you can see this goes back to 10 days ago, there's something missing at this point. And I got a screenshot for you. There's a reason for this. Zach was getting so savaged by his own commenters when he was attacking Disparu over something stupid because he just missed the mark. So as much as he says, you hate things for money, you just want to hate and you don't even care and you're just telling fake news. This is his message about Nerdrotic and the like, right? And by the way, Nerdrotic's not like that. If you follow Nerdrotic, when something good happens, he talks about it. And, he really does. And he is a big fan and he actually does care. And this is the sad part about this. But Nerdrotic is the villain, right? And so everything he says is bad. If he says something's bad, your boy Zack thinks it's good, and that's exactly where it's at these days. So your boy Zack will simp for this generic dark sci-fi that really had a lot of writing problems to it. Why? Did he even watch it? Who knows? I don't know. Your boy Zack always accuses these people of not watching it, but we don't know that he did either, right? And then, but he actually made a big mistake when he went at Disparu the other day. And so here's what he deleted, which was there, which is no longer here. Disparu said one of these things is not like the other, and he's making fun of course, Emily Ratajkowski, Stephanie Danler, and Lena Dunham at a female-driven series early works at Apple TV+. And Disparu is knocking Lena Dunham for good reason, and your boy Zach is just like, oh, you just hate women. Yeah, an incel who has moss growing on his teeth is commenting that someone else's looks. Wrap your head around that. Well, Lena Dunham, there's more than just her looks involved here. And your boy Zach started getting savaged in his comments like none other. This is why he's down a bunch more subs again, because Lena Dunham is disgusting. And as you know, Lena Dunham apologizes after critics accuse her of sexually molesting her sister. In her memoir, she put creepy stuff in it. From her childhood, and she's a disgusting, mentally ill person who should not be celebrated by Hollywood, and that's what Disparu was posting about, okay? And so all of Zach's comments went nuts on him. He got ratioed by his own audience that's still there, not the audience that's left. These are the ones that are still, because he blocks a lot of people from the comments these days. He's become the full SJW that if you disagree with him, he blocks you from his comments. I've been blocked for a couple years now. And this is what he does. But this is what it was about. And so he made a big error because, as much as he accuses Nerdrotic of not paying attention, not watching, just hating for the sake of hate, for clicks or whatever, your boy Zach is doing this about these guys, and he does not actually pay attention to what they say. He only pays attention to the headlines and doesn't watch the videos. And it's very, very clear that that's the case. He's the ultimate hypocrite in these spaces, which is very, very funny. And this is what's going on. He's simped for Lena Dunham and got just absolutely destroyed. So he deleted this post after he got savaged by his own audience. No apologies or anything like that. No self-reflection. No, I'm going to stop doing this. He just continues along attacking Nerdrotic and Heel versus Babyface and the others because this is who he is now. It's very sad to watch his channel do this. Now, like I said, like when he changed his channel and just started like saying like I'm going to delete everything, start fresh, and talk about comics again, I was all for it. We want him to be better. I don't view your boy Zach, and this is where I lose kind of the sycophants from the kind of anti-Ethan like grumpy crowd that just only cares about those guys. I don't want these guys to fail. The real cancer is social justice, and the real cancer is the left. And I'm here to destroy that in corporate culture and actually call that out and then build alternatives. I would love for these guys to be real alternatives, and I'd praise them if they are. And when I said he had a good video earlier in the channel, I did that. That's how we are here, guys. we're trying to be a little different, trying to build a real community of comics people, and not like something that just falls into this kind of trap anymore, because we need to do something different if we're going to build something big. I did a great article today on Fandom Pulse just showing how organized the left is. And the left does organize very, very well. They take things down. They control full entertainment industries. And they do so in a very insidious way, but we can organize in a good way and do things for good, and that's exactly what we're doing here. So the big organization technique right now is what we're doing is getting on Substack, guys. Substack's a free speech platform. It's way better because I don't have to deal with algorithm stuff here. If you're a paid subscriber and you want me to review comic books just directly on the sub, I'll do that on here. Whatever makes it. This is my comics Substack. Whatever you want here to get more people reading comics and, of course, caring about comics and having healthy discussions about this stuff, I'm down with it. Like I said, I did my commentary on this. I think this is a very good video, and it shows my writing techniques and the like. I appreciate everybody for being here. Sign up here, whether it's a free subscriber. If you want to support what we're doing, become a paid subscriber. Let's build something real. And thanks for being here, guys. We'll be back.